6. Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today we will dive deep into the escalating drama surrounding Michael Corinthos and the shocking secret about Willow Tate's desperate actions at the Quartermain mansion. In the swirling world of Port Charles, fans are on the edge of their seats, speculating about the moment Michael Corinthos uncovers the truth that his ex-wife, Willow Tate, secretly infiltrated the Quartermain mansion's nursery to whisk away baby Daisy. This isn't just a simple case of maternal longing. It's a bold and risky move that highlights Willow's unraveling state of mind. Remember, Willow was once the epitome of kindness, that dedicated schoolteacher who stepped in to support Elizabeth Baldwin during tough times with her son Aiden Weber, offering guidance and stability when it was needed most. But those days seem like a distant memory now, replaced by a version of Willow who's grappling with inner turmoil. The big question lingering in everyone's mind is whether this compassionate side of her is buried forever under layers of emotional chaos, or if there's a path back to redemption. Michael himself appears torn, unsure if the woman he once loved can ever reclaim her former self. Adding to the intrigue, Willow's recent outburst at Carly Spencer's house, showing up in her tattered wedding dress, tears streaming as she begged to see Wiley Corinthos push Michael to his limits. He laid down the law firmly, declaring that Willow was barred from any contact with their children, a decision driven by his protective instincts as a father. If the full story of her nursery invasion comes to light, including how she stealthily removed Daisy from her crib under the cover of night, Michael's response could be even more severe, potentially severing Willow's ties to Wiley and Amelia Corinthos indefinitely. To make matters more complex, we've imagined a scenario where Michael stumbles upon security footage from the mansion's hidden cameras, revealing Willow's frantic whispers to the baby as she fled, adding a layer of betrayal that could shatter any remaining trust. What's particularly unsettling in this storyline is the apparent oversight by everyone around Willow. No one seems to have prioritized getting her the professional help she so clearly requires. From our perspective, Willow's breakdown escalated dramatically after the court's ruling granted Michael full custody, a verdict that shattered her world and triggered a cascade of erratic behaviors. It's puzzling why her inner circle, including close friends and family, hasn't suggested therapeutic interventions, perhaps a structured program at a serene retreat like Ferncliff, or even regular sessions with a counselor to unpack her grief. We've pondered how this lack of support might stem from the fast-paced chaos of Port Charles life, where scandals often overshadow personal well-being. Yet, we can't help but commend Michael for his unwavering commitment to his children's safety above all else. His choices reflect a father's profound dedication in the face of heartbreak. In fact, we believe it's crucial for Michael to learn the details of Willow's scheme, not just the abduction, but how she cleverly altered Daisy's outfit to disguise her and manipulated Sasha. Corbin with deceptive mind games, planting seeds of doubt that left Sasha reeling. Expanding on this, picture a tense confrontation where Michael pieces together clues from scattered nursery toys and a forgotten pacifier, leading him to Willow's doorstep. Such a revelation could spark positive ripples throughout the show, allowing Sasha to safely bring Daisy back to the heart of Port Charles without lingering fears. The electric on-screen spark between actors Rory Gibson, who plays the charming yet conflicted Michael, and Sophia Matson, portraying the resilient Sasha, has always been a fan favorite, deserving more screen time to explore their budding connection. We were devastated when Sasha's character departed the canvas, her exit leaving a void in the romantic landscape. Her return could reignite storylines involving family alliances and unexpected alliances at the Quartermain estate. Despite assurances that Daisy is secure under the watchful eyes of Robert Scorpio and Holly Sutton, whose seasoned expertise in protection adds a comforting layer to the plot. It's heartbreaking to consider how Willow's interference derailed what could have been a heartfelt reunion between Michael and Sasha. We've theorized that this missed opportunity might stem from Willow's subconscious jealousy, rooted in her own fractured marriage, perhaps drawing from past episodes where she witnessed Michael's growing fondness for Sasha during shared family events. That said, the urgent need for Somianini to ensure Willow receives proper psychiatric care cannot be overstated. Her actions scream for intervention. like inpatient therapy to realign her fractured psyche and rebuild her emotional foundations. Michael has been steadfast in maintaining distance between Willow and the kids until she shows signs of recovery. But his recent confession to Carly about doubting Willow's ability to ever safely re-enter their lives raises red flags. We're firmly in Michael's corner on most counts, appreciating how he navigates co-parenting with grace amid the turmoil. Yet we draw the line at the idea of a permanent ban on Willow seeing Wiley and Amelia. To clarify, this isn't about excusing her missteps. Willow bears full responsibility for the custody loss. Her choice is fueled by unchecked impulses that alienated those around her. Moreover, her treatment of Sasha was downright ruthless, involving calculated deceptions that exploited Sasha's vulnerabilities, such as referencing old traumas from her modeling days to sow confusion. But beneath it all, Willow's instability is evident, manifesting in sleepless nights and hallucinatory episodes we've inferred from her disheveled appearances. Michael astutely observes that she's a shadow of her former self, yet for her to evolve back into that nurturing figure, she must commit to the grueling process of self-improvement. Perhaps through journaling her thoughts or attending support groups for divorced parents in Port Charles. Even in the wake of their divorce, it feels like Michael, or another compassionate soul in town, should step up to guide Willow toward resources, something he hasn't yet entertained amid his focus on stability. We've imagined a subplot where Michael consults with a family therapist off-screen, weighing the long-term impacts on the children, which could introduce fresh dynamics like supervised visitations. If Willow manages to turn her life around by volunteering at the local school again, echoing her teaching, Ruchi might gradually earn supervised time with her kids, fostering hope for reconciliation. Interestingly, the one character who might extend that olive branch is Elizabeth Baldwin, whose own history of overcoming personal demons, including her struggles with identity and loss, positions her as an empathetic ally. Liz could initiate a quiet intervention, perhaps arranging a discreet meeting at the hospital where Willow works, drawing on their shared past to encourage therapy. Next, we will explore the brewing storm of intrigue as Nina Reeves and Rick Lansing potentially forge a perilous alliance aimed at dismantling Sonny Corinthos' powerful empire. In the ever-twisting saga of Port Charles, fresh ABC General Hospital spoilers are hinting at explosive collaboration between Nina Reeves and the cunning Rick Lansing, who might be gearing up to launch a calculated assault on Sonny Corinthos' vast holdings. Viewers across social media platforms have been buzzing with anticipation ever since Rick made his dramatic reappearance, dissecting every move to uncover his real intentions. Was he genuinely there to offer solace to his daughter Molly Lansing Davis amid her heartbreaking loss of her child? Or was this all a clever facade to position himself for a vengeful strike against his longtime rival and brother, Sonny? Now, the plot thickens as Rick extends a tantalizing proposition. He'll leverage his sharp legal expertise to assist Nina in reclaiming custody of Willow's children, thereby repairing their strained mother-daughter relationship, but only if Nina reciprocates by joining forces in his mission to crumble Sonny's dominion. The burning question on everyone's lips is whether Nina will succumb to this seductive lure, especially given her history of impulsive decisions driven by familial longing. To add layers to this unfolding drama, we've envisioned a shadowy backstory where Rick has been quietly gathering intel on Sonny's operations during his time away, perhaps through old contacts in the legal underworld, setting the stage for a betrayal that could echo the infamous Corinthos family feuds of the past. From the moment Rick sauntered back into the bustling streets of Port Charles, the General Hospital fandom has been locked in heated debates, eagerly awaiting the inevitable revelation of his hidden agenda. His initial portrayal as a supportive father figure, standing by Molly's side in the wake of her profound grief, carried an air of sincerity that lulled some into complacency. But recent developments expose his sights firmly set on Sonny's empire, poised for a ruthless takeover. Rick's notorious track record as a slick operator, filled with elaborate deceptions and courtroom manipulations from his earlier days in town. Remember his schemes involving custody battles and corporate espionage, established him as a formidable force not to be underestimated. He's now dangling an irresistible carrot before Nina, employing his courtroom prowess to overturn the custody arrangement where Willow lost Wiley and Amelia Corinthos to Michael Corinthos. A fallout exacerbated by Drew Quartermain's meddlesome intrigues that unraveled family ties. Enthusiastic fans are abuzz with excitement, speculating if this pact will ensnare Nina in Rick's web of danger. Perhaps introducing new twists like forged documents or anonymous tips to authorities that could accelerate Sonny's downfall. Expanding on this, imagine Rick drawing from his past experiences as district attorney, crafting a foolproof legal strategy that exploits loopholes in the recent court rulings. All while Nina weighs the moral cost against her yearning for reconciliation. The tension escalates in a clandestine meeting at the glamorous Metro Court pool, where Nina and Rick engage in hushed conversations laced with conspiracy, their eyes darting nervously for eavesdroppers. Envision Nina, her features etched with inner conflict, caught between her deep-seated desire to bridge the gap with Willow and the looming peril of crossing Sonny. As Rick meticulously outlines his blueprint to erode the Corinthos empire potentially by funneling sensitive mob intelligence to shadowy figures like Jens Sidwell, whose international connections could amplify the threat exponentially. Nina's downward spiral, ignited by Curtis Ashford's bombshell revelation of her steamy affair with Drew, has left her vulnerable and emotionally raw, possibly tipping the scales toward acceptance of Rick's offer. Will she compromise her integrity and quite possibly her own security for the chance to reclaim Willow's affection, or will lingering loyalties to Sonny hold her back? To enrich this narrative, we've imagined an added element where Rick presents Nina with fabricated evidence of Sonny's vulnerabilities, such as intercepted communications from his coffee import business that double as fronts for illicit activities, heightening the stakes and forcing Nina to confront her fractured allegiances in a high-stakes game of cat and mouse. As the week progresses, spoilers indicate that Nina and Rick's hazardous partnership could solidify, with repercussions that promise to be nothing short of disastrous for all involved. The pivotal dilemma remains: will Nina align with Rick to orchestrate Sonny's demise in exchange for restoring Willow's parental rights, or will their intricate plot unravel spectacularly? Much like the ill-fated wedding plans that have haunted Nina's recent history, her desperation is palpably evident, etched into every furrowed brow and hesitant glance, rendering her the perfect pawn in the hands of an opportunist like Rick, whose silver tongue has toppled greater foes before. Whenever Nina has faced the agony of estrangement from her daughter, it has shattered her composure and clouded her decision-making, leading to rash choices that ripple through Port Charles like aftershocks. Delving deeper into this vulnerability, consider how Nina's past traumas, including the long-lost years with her comatose child and the betrayals in her romantic entanglements, have primed her for this moment of weakness, potentially leading to a cascade of events where she leaks crucial details about Sonny's safe houses or financial ledgers, only to face backlash from unexpected quarters like Ava Jerome, who might sense the shifting tides and intervene. In wrapping up this tantalizing spoiler breakdown, it's clear that Rick's machinations and Nina's emotional turmoil are setting the stage for some of General Hospital's most gripping episodes yet. With alliances forming and fracturing in ways that could redefine power dynamics in Port Charles, we've speculated on inventive outcomes, such as Rick enlisting undercover allies from his legal network to bolster their case, or Nina discovering a hidden clause in the custody papers that Rick exploits masterfully, all while Sonny remains oblivious, building suspense toward an inevitable confrontation. This storyline masterfully captures the essence of soap opera intrigue, blending family drama with high-stakes betrayal. What do you think? Will Nina bite the bait, or will she find the strength to resist? Next, we will delve into the captivating possibility that Jason Morgan and Britt Westburn are truly destined to be soulmates in the turbulent world of Port Charles. Amid the high-stakes drama of General Hospital, spoilers are fueling excitement that Jason Morgan and the enigmatic Britt Westburn could be the ultimate romantic pairing, perfectly aligned in ways that echo the show's most legendary couples. It's no secret that Jason has been adrift in the love department ever since his profound connection with Sam McCall faded into the background, leaving a void that's hard to ignore. Countless devoted fans had pinned their hopes on a grand reconciliation between Jason and Sam, dreaming of rekindled flames that would honor their storied history. Tragically, that dream was shattered when Sam's life was cut short in a shocking murder, a plot twist that left viewers reeling. In her final moments, Jason remained steadfast by her hospital bedside, his stoic facade cracking as he reminisced about their whirlwind romance from daring adventures across exotic locales to quiet, intimate vows exchanged under the stars. The show's creators crafted a poignant montage, weaving together clips of their shared escapades, heartfelt confessions, and unbreakable bond over the years, reigniting in audiences the deep affection for what made Jasam an iconic duo. To enhance this emotional depth, we've imagined an extended scene where Jason whispers untold secrets from their past, like a hidden getaway to a secluded cabin where they once plotted against common enemies, underscoring the irreplaceable magic they shared before her untimely end brought him to rare, visible tears. With Sam's heartbreaking departure from the canvas, the fanbase is now rallying passionately for a revival of Jason's chemistry with Britt, urging the writers to seize this moment without fumbling the opportunity. We can only hope the storyline avoids common pitfalls, allowing these two resilient characters to rediscover the spark that once lit up the screen. Their on-screen dynamic was nothing short of electric, a sizzling blend of intensity and tenderness that captivated viewers from their first encounter. Britt's unexpected return opens a golden window for Jason and Britt to finally grasp the love they were cruelly denied. Back when Jason was believed to have perished in a catastrophic tunnel collapse and Britt fell victim to the notorious hook killer's rampage. Inventing a fresh layer to this narrative, picture Jason haunted by vivid flashbacks of their stolen kisses in dimly lit safe houses, moments interrupted by the chaos of Port Charles' underbelly, which only heightens his determination to rewrite their fate now that she's seemingly back from the brink. One of the most compelling aspects of their connection is how Jason uniquely perceives Britt's hidden depths, drawing out a vulnerability she shields from the world. She trusted him enough to bare her soul about her Huntington's disease diagnosis well ahead of confiding in her formidable mother, Liesl Obrecht, whose own dramatic history added layers of family tension to the revelation. Those intimate exchanges led to deeply moving scenes where Britt and Jason shared quiet support, like late-night conversations on the docks overlooking the harbor, where she admitted her fears of a future stolen by illness. Actress Kelly Thibault, who brings Britt to life with such nuance, has openly expressed her enthusiasm for reigniting this romance. In a candid chat with TV Insider, Thibault shared, story-wise, "I'm all in for Jason and Britt reuniting. It's thrilling to dive back into that unfinished chapter we left hanging. Fans are buzzing with anticipation for the next phase of Jason and Britt's journey, especially since Jason is utterly convinced he spotted her at the bustling airport, his instincts sharpened by years of survival in the shadows, driving him to launch a relentless quest to confirm her survival and bring her home." Adding an inventive twist, we theorized Jason enlisting old allies like Spinelli to hack into airport security feeds, uncovering cryptic clues such as a discarded medical vial hinting at Britt's ongoing battle with her condition. The mystery surrounding Britt Huntington's diagnosis remains a puzzle, as she shows none of the telltale symptoms that typically plague sufferers, leaving room for creative explanations in the plot. In the gripping July 29th episode, viewers witnessed Britt administering an enigmatic injection to herself, a secretive act that sparks speculation about her current role under the guidance of the brilliant Professor Henry Dalton. It's entirely plausible that she's pioneered or accessed a groundbreaking experimental treatment, perhaps a serum derived from rare genetic research that halts the disease's advance, allowing her to maintain her sharp wit and physical prowess. Recalling their foundational bond, Jason was right there beside her during the pivotal moment she learned of her genetic marker for the illness, offering silent strength as she processed the devastating news in a sterile clinic room, their hands intertwined in a rare display of Jason's softer side. To expand this element, imagine flashbacks revealing Jason accompanying Britt to underground research labs, where they encountered shady scientists peddling untested cures, forging an even deeper alliance amid the uncertainty of her health struggles. Beyond emotional support, Jason desperately needs a partner who embraces his perilous existence in the mob world without reservation, a quality that proved insurmountable in his relationship with Sam. The constant dangers of Jason's career created an unbridgeable chasm between him and Sam, who grew increasingly terrified that his risky lifestyle would endanger her children, ultimately leading to their painful separation after a near-fatal incident involving a rival syndicate's attack on their family home. In stark contrast, Britt emerges as Jason's ideal counterpart, fully accepting his shadowy profession without judgment. Her own checkered past in schemes and deceptions making her uniquely equipped to navigate that life alongside him. Another enchanting facet is Britt's infectious sense of humor, which has a knack for piercing Jason's brooding exterior, coaxing out genuine smiles and moments of levity. Like impromptu dances in abandoned warehouses that balance their intense personalities in a harmonious dance. Their contrasting traits mesh beautifully with Britt's playful sarcasm softening Jason's intensity, creating a partnership that felt both grounded and exhilarating. With Jason's certainty about sighting Britt fueling his pursuit, he's on the verge of hunting her down across hidden networks, perhaps tracing leads to a remote clinic where she's been in seclusion, paving the way for their long-awaited romantic resurgence. As this storyline builds toward an inevitable reunion, it promises to deliver the heartfelt second chance Jason and Britt deserve, injecting fresh energy into General Hospital's romantic landscape. We've speculated on additional invented details, such as Jason discovering a personalized locket Britt left behind as a clue, engraved with a date from their shared history, symbolizing her unspoken hope for reconciliation. This arc not only honors fan favorites, but also explores themes of redemption and enduring love amid chaos. What are your thoughts on a Jason and Britt revival? Share in the comments and keep watching for more spoilers.